You're probably wondering why it's dark and the lights are off. Well, our power went out. There was a thunderstorm that knocked out the lights and all our electricity, so we're kind of camping out right now. It's a lot of fun. We just had our dinner in the dark, didn't we? And it was good. We lit a candle, and yeah, it was really, really good.
And a citronella candle.
The citronella candle, keeping the bugs away. Our day today was a long day. It was really fun. I think we're all mentally tired, physically tired, emotionally tired. It's really good. We started off our day by going to Soldiers of Christ Ministry, the school, with all the young children that you've seen on the internet. And we waited there for Jimmy and the rest of the staff at Soldiers for Christ to go get the supplies for the roofs that we're going to build for the preschool. We're building a roof for a dispensary for medical care, and we're also building a roof for a daycare so that the parents can take their kids to the daycare and go to work for the day. So we're pretty excited about that. And we had to wait for them because the way it works in Uganda is if we go with them to go buy the supplies, they see American people, they see our skin, they know, and they automatically charge them more for the supplies. So we went to the ministry and just waited because we knew that giving them the money that we raised, that everybody donated, they would get more for their money there. So we had really nothing to do, and so John got up and he was like, you know what, let's dance. We were going to teach it later on at the high school. So we just got a little bit more practice. We picked up whoever was around, really anybody just joined in. It was fun. And he started teaching and it was fun. We laughed and we were in the hot sun. It felt good to dance outside. With lizards. We saw lizards and geckos and chickens and baby chickens. And we also had a chance to buy a lot of jewelry from, who is that?
She works with the ministry. There's
She
a couple
does.
moms that help the ministry by selling jewelry.
Okay, yeah, she helps the ministry by selling the jewelry. So Jimmy set it up to have a whole blanket full of jewelry. That after that we had
The kids came out and we played games.
Yes, and then after that they unleash the kids and they come out running to come play with us, and it was a lot of fun. Those kids are amazing.
Yeah.
We just stand there. Sheri and Jenny played
London Bridge.
Sheri and Jenny played London Bridge, and they loved it. They were eating it up.
They like to get caught.
They do, and they taught us some songs. We played some songs in a circle, and I was playing hide and seek with a couple of them. John was singing them around. I loved it. After that, we split up, and John and I went with Sharon to go grocery shopping in their market, which was about a 45-minute walk.
It was longer than that.
Was it?
It was like, yeah.
It was like an hour walk. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, and it was just interesting going into the market, seeing everything that they have, all the different types of beans and greens and fish and everything. It was really good. And Sharon was kind of showing us how to shop, what to choose. Yeah, it was really cool.
Okay, so when you guys went to the market, Jenny and I went with Patrick, who is one of the Ugandans that lives here, and he had met this woman who had a lot of loss, and he just wanted to go check on her and bring some encouragement because she was, well, because of her situation, which I'll tell you is like really hard for her to even hang on, that she had 9 children that were killed by the rebels, shot in front of her. There were graves in front of her hut. She's lost her husband, she's lost her parents, she's lost all of her family. And so she was just having a hard time finding why she would live, and had told him, so he asked Jenny and I to come and meet with her, and she welcomed us. She just put a mat out right in front of her hut, and we just sat and told her that we were there because we cared about her, and she shared a lot with us. And Jenny did most of the talking, and I was kind of overwhelmed with emotion when she told me what her loss was. And you couldn't give any quick fix or a little platitude. We just had to tell her that we were just really hurting for her loss, and that we cared. And she really opened up. Like he said before, she wasn't that open, but when we really shared our heart with her, and then one of her friends came over who's also a widow, who was taken in several orphans, which happens a lot. There's a lot of parents without kids and kids without parents, so they kind of make new families. That we ended up just sharing with them and crying with them and praying, and it was beautiful. It was really hard, but it felt extremely sacred too, that they let us in, and we sat on a mat in front of a hut and shared with these women that we weren't even speaking the same language. We had Patrick translate, and yeah, it's hard because that's a common story here.
Yeah.
And so to be let into it felt really gracious.
Yeah. Just being there for them. We can't fix it, but we can comfort.
And that's what we told them. We can't fix anything, but we can listen, and we shared a little bit of our heart, what we've been through, and it's not the same, but they knew we weren't coming in all happy with no problems. So
right.
It actually gave us some kind of a commonality that we had a place to start, is that we're all wounded. So it was beautiful.
After that, we went back home on a boda, and we rested for maybe 10-15 minutes, and then we went straight to Gulu Central High School, and that is where we taught dance, and it was amazing.
Why was it amazing, Melanie?
Why was it amazing? Well, today started off by John and I teaching, and he was doing most of the teaching, and we started off with a microphone and music, and we were teaching, and everybody was following along, and all of a sudden the power started going out, and before we know it, it was pouring rain, thundering, lightning outside.
And there's no wind glass on the windows, so it's coming in.
Yes, there's no glass on the windows. People started rushing inside in the middle of us teaching, and the energy in there was just amazing, though. We just kept up. We looked at each other, and we looked at Sheri and Jenny, and we all knew what each other were thinking, and we were like, all right, let's make do. Let's keep going. So we didn't have any music. We couldn't even yell to teach. They couldn't hear us. It was so loud with the rain and the thunder and everything on the roof. So we just decided to split the groups into half, and everybody just started clapping for a beat, and that was our music. It was a tempo, and we split into groups, and they did the choreo, and they had a lot of fun with it. After that, we did a freestyle circle, and I think they just ate that up.
Mm-hmm.
To go out there and show a little bit of their flavor, and everybody went. A couple of the girls even pushed Sheri and I out there. I'd done so much planning for what we were going to do to teach the students. We didn't really know what to expect. We didn't know if their sound was going to work. We didn't really know if they were going to be interested in wanting to learn what we have to offer. But we were like, okay, God sent us here. We're going to do what we're told. So we went out there and we did it, and when everything kind of went the opposite way, we went with it, and it was so much fun. It was a party. It was so much fun, and it was just like a big celebration, and it just shows that you don't need music, you don't need really your voice to teach and dance. It's all about movement and just, everybody's heart was in the same place. It was cool. After we had got done teaching, we were all exhausted in a good way, and even afterwards, a lot of the kids came up to us. Well, they're not really kids, they're teenagers, I guess. A lot of the students came up to us just to ask us questions, just to ask our name, shake our hand, just get to know us, and those conversations were really powerful, really deep, I think, after connecting with them with the dance. And being able to still connect with the power off and everything. It was good to meet a couple new friends, and one of the girls even invited me over for supper.
Yeah.
And I said, oh no, I have some people back at our house that are cooking for us. I said, thank you, though, maybe next time. And she's like, okay. She's like, do you like beans? I said, I love beans, and that just was a riot for her. It pretty much concluded our day today. It was long and fulfilling. We came back home to Sharon and Benjamin cooking dinner in the dark, and I walk in and I say, hey, you need a light. So we went and got him a light, and we tried to light up the house, and that's when we sat down for dinner and had dinner, and it was delicious.
We
as
had a
always.
full house. We had even more people tonight.
We did. We had a full house. There's barely even enough chairs for everybody at the dining room table, so some people were sitting on the floor, but yeah, it was always good to have that family time around the table, good conversations, and recapping the day. We don't even remember what we did this morning. We have to remind each other because the days are so packed and full. Not just us doing a lot of things, but just so many engagements with people and just being present like we've been praying for. So today was a good day. All of Wellspring feels really thankful because all of our supporters at home have been really faithful by following us and keeping up on our updates with our video journals and our written blogs, and just, sending us messages, letting us know that they're thinking about us and praying for us. And we just want to thank you all because it means a lot being across the world and doing everything that we're doing. We're enjoying our time, but it's just good to know that we have our family and friends at home. So thank you, and please stay tuned for more. We're going to be starting the construction of the school, and we're going to be continuing with the dance program with the students, and we would really like to share how that's going to be progressing and how God's working through all these people. So, yeah. Yay! It's bedtime now.